Hey guys, Decaf13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Alright, moving into section 10 now. Good morning, Goddess of Venus. Well, we got casters and riders. Oh, hey, perfect node to bring an alter ego to. Yeah, might as well swap around these two then. Actually, I could bring her. Might as well bring a rider. Over you, right? Keep forgetting. Keep my costs somewhat down. Nice one. Yeah, you have Kiara. Swap out the Calais Anniversary CD for where's Formal Craft? There it is. That should be alright. I've gone through your report. You've been through a lot, John. Sacrifices are unavoidable in war. As king, I will prepare the memorial for the lost, compensate those left behind. None of you need worry about that. Gorgon, wielder of the authority of Tiamat, will begin attacking in 10 days. Are you certain, Merlin? It's been a day since then, so 9 days to be correct. But first, let's review what we know. Gorgon, the monster known for killing heroes in Greek mythology. She's here either because of the King of Mages' Holy Grail or due to some twist of fate. Whichever it is, the Grail has restored her former appearance and power. While many legends tell of the monstrous Gorgon sisters' murderous exploits, none depict any of them giving birth to other monsters. Therefore, the authority to give birth to demonic beasts, Potnia Theron, must have come from the Holy Grail. Does that have anything to do with Steno and Uriel? Yes, there were 3 divine Gorgon sisters in Greek mythology. Those 2 are the oldest and middle sisters. The youngest sister, Medusa, was persecuted by the people, killing many heroes who came for her head. The ceaseless violence, the prejudice, and persecution all drove her mad, and eventually she devoured her beloved sisters and became an enormous monster. So an exiled goddess returns as a goddess of vengeance, huh? If anything, I'd say she should destroy the Greek world instead, but I'm sure that would be a bitter pill to swallow even for her. Then, did Gorgon say that humans have no chance against the goddesses from the very beginning? Yes. She says we humans are just an obstacle, and that the goddesses are the only ones that she needs to watch out for. Mash, what are you disappointed for? This is where you should be laughing. Such hopeless fools they are. That gives us ample opportunity for victory. Is that so? Of course it is. Right, John? You feel the same, do you not? Of course. Of course you do. Strife among enemies is the most entertaining weakness there is. But aren't you quite nasty yourself, John? You'd better take a long look in the mirror if you ever want to make any friends. According to your research, the 3 goddesses are each very different. Gorgon has the greatest influence and runs on the hatred of humans. Although the goddess of the jungle has covered and Eridu with greenery, she has not done anything to the people. Also, this goddess isn't particularly assertive. She has no hatred, but she is not lazy either. She uses what's necessary when necessary and carefully reads the situation. She's perhaps the most perfected goddess of all. The 3rd goddess is the one hard at work destroying her own land of Mesopotamia. Ishtar. Well, that sounds about right. Well, there's no point in highlighting that woman's faults now. I'm tired of it anyway. What I want to point out is the order in which we defeat them. Negotiating with Gorgon is not possible, but the other 2 are different. Which means Ishtar should be first. That should be the most manageable opponent. My king, are you commanding us to defeat Ishtar? I cannot agree to that. No matter how much damage Ishtar causes, she is still Uruk's patron deity. To fight her would be... How disappointing, Sidori. Even John understands. Huh? What do you mean by understands? Ishtar is bad, but she's a good goddess. Yes. All the victims' stories agree that Ishtar always and only attacked when there were demonic beasts involved. In light of that, we believe she was trying to protect the farms from the demonic beasts. So you're saying Ishtar confiscated the farmers' fortunes because she was claiming a reward for protecting them? Then Ishtar was only protecting Uruk out of pure goodwill? No, not out of goodwill. It's more her because everything in this world's mine type of thinking. Do you see how that's just her usual foolishness? That woman can never give up Uruk. That's where her weakness lies. So we're gonna defeat Ishtar first? She's not as strong as Gorgon, but she's still very powerful, you know? Who said anything about defeating her? There's no need to defeat that fool. We're going to bring her over to our side, like taming a wild beast. And of course, that means that our heroic John shall be that beast tamer. Great, wouldn't want it to be easy or anything. So you're saying we have to persuade that super wild and reckless goddess. Wouldn't it be easier just to defeat her? But it is more productive than fighting. Senpai has contracted with many servants up till now. I'm sure we'll manage. King Gilgamesh, I've heard you fought with Ishtar many times. Yet you want to become allies with her? Aren't you two on extremely bad terms with each other? Of course. And making her an ally doesn't mean that will change. Ishtar cannot be of use to humans. She's useless no matter how much power she has. Why? John can contract with her. I don't have particularly high hopes for her. However, her Bull of Heaven, Gugalana, is another matter entirely. It's a lethal weapon that, if used, could incinerate a city in an instant. We will definitely need that to end this war. Therefore, we will make her our ally. Do you have anything to say, Merlin? No, if that's the case, then I have no objection. It's good to have a playful mindset like that, my king. I'd call it gambling more than being playful. Bringing that woman in is like loading a jar without a cap onto a cart. Ah well, now on to the details of the plan. Alright, John. For Ishtar... And so we left Uruk with some goods to use for negotiating. Anna, I haven't greeted you properly after reuniting. Let me say again how happy I am to work with you. Glad you were okay. Foo! Yes, nice to see you again. And at Nippur, I'm sorry I couldn't be of much help. Not another word of that, Anna. We should only reflect on failures and try to learn from them and improve. Never simply dwell on them. Oh, look at Merlin up on his high horse. It's not like he could be bothered to be helpful. At all. Don't worry about it, Anna. Anyway, so you've headed for Mt.Ebih, huh? It'll be your first mountain climb since arriving at Uruk. Yes, after Ishtar flew out of Uruk, she made herself a temple on Mt.Ebih that she claims as her territory. The mountain trail will be harsh, but you should be able to get there in about a day. Well, but before that, Roman, you can say it. Alright, it's just as usual. But it's not my fault, so please bear with me. You've got some enemy contacts, everyone. Think of it as a warm-up before you head up into the mountains. Cool. Oh, Nugalu. Oh, now I'm getting memories of the fucking summer event when I was trying to farm the fucking assassin and I had to fight this fucking thing over and over again. Oh no, the rider node, right. Damn, that was a rider. I was using assassins. Look, can you like please stop critting cats? Ooh, that was close. Don't know what the fuck that stuttering was, but alright. Oh boy. Alright, fine. Get Kiara some fucking health back.
Heaven's Hall. 私が広がっていく。このように。まあ、もっと。
Gold drop. Alright, Primordial Lanugo. Oh, cool, a Basumu.
より強くより弱く大丈夫意見より強くより弱くおいしそう主上無喜んで
Actually, you know what?
喜んで
I'm gonna go with the higher crit rates.
一つの願いを叶えるためあらゆる命を受け入れましょう。渦を巻くのは万色幽体上部母体の快楽体。さあハスの花にお帰りなさい。阿弥陀阿弥陀ヘブンズホール。私が広がっていく。どうですか陽動無視リラファイ。
Right.
喜んでしまってもどうですかどうですかまあもっと
Alright, my Kiara's dead. Do it. Oh, there we go. Ooh, another gold drop. Feral Sphinx in Babylonia. Alright. Sure, why not? HP restores with that. Oh, the burn? Really? That's what increases overcharge on Katz's? Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. It'd be a waste not to with 2 fucking bust drops. Yeah, this thing's definitely fucking dead. Oh. I see it, 3 gold drops. Okay, and level up for me. And all stuff I have plenty of already. Glad we have another event coming up soon, so I can start grinding stuff for that and getting some mats I actually need. Alright, Mt.Ebih. What do we got here? Yeah, that should be easier to bring a Berserker. Rider, Caster, and Saber. I'll bring an Archer too. Yeah, that should be alright. So this is Mt.Ebih. Looking up from the base, it seems steeper than the other mountains. But it looks like proper paths have been built. I was expecting to have to climb up sheer cliffs. Yeah, Mt.Ebih was the tallest magical summit, or rather spiritual mountain in Sumer. Even On, the greatest of the Sumerian gods, feared it. His daughter Inanna was obsessed with it, however, and to her he said this. Ebih is a fertile mountain. Its blessings are great and it is deep. My dear Inanna, only a fool would disobey Mt.Ebih. Yes, and that warning angered Inanna, that is Ishtar, even more. Ishtar took all her weapons and headed for Mt.Ebih, bringing a storm behind her. She tore apart the mountain as she walked along its edge towards its center. Of course, it was a spiritual mountain that even the gods feared. Ferocious creatures, volcanoes, rivers, and cold winds struck at her. And each time Ishtar complained. Toxic mist, raining boulders, burning lava, I can't believe it. What kind of welcome is this? In her mind, the fact that she was the one trying to destroy the mountain didn't matter at all. She is mankind's oldest example of victim blaming. Foe! Mt.Ebih's mistake is that it didn't send all its disasters at once. It kept hoping the next thing it did would get her to leave. It sent its storms out bit by bit. Now Ishtar was selfish, but adversity only made her stronger. At last she reached the top of Mt.Ebih. And the goddess grabbed Mt.Ebih by the neck and stabbed her blade deep into its body. Mt.Ebih fell apart, its huge body sliding down like a drop of water. Mt.Ebih collapsed to half its original size, and Ishtar's aspect as a goddess of war became common knowledge. What's interesting is that through all that, Ishtar didn't use her bow. In fact, she took the trouble to walk all the way up to the summit and drive a lance into it. Drove her lance. I know it's too late, but I'm a little worried. Can we really talk to a goddess like that? Well, let's believe in King Gilgamesh's secret plan. He's probably feeling overwhelmingly low about now. I wish he'd negotiate himself. That's a bad idea. Ishtar would never agree to King Gilgamesh's demands. He can't neglect his kingly duties anyway, not because of psychological reasons, but from the sheer amount of work. He's handling the leadership and military command of not only Uruk, but all of Mesopotamia. There's also preparations to be made for when the northern wall falls and when Gorgon attacks. There's not much hope to get his help in battle during this singularity. Even now, he's more at risk of dying from overwork than he would be in battle. That's true. I keep forgetting, but King Gilgamesh is from this era. He's got a vast amount of magical energy, but he's not as sturdy as a servant. We can't put him through too much. A king doesn't fight anyway. Those kings who do fight are weird. Anna, you shouldn't say that, or some very complicated people might complain. Yes, it's a very serious too many kings problem. Anyway guys, enemies sighted. They're probably demonic statues placed by Ishtar to guard the mountain. Each one has the magical energy of an A-ranked servant. Stay sharp and engage them. Oh. Right, we have to fight the fucking Oni from, Onigashima. I forgot about that part. At least they don't have card resistances, so that should be fine. I mean, not really, because they're doing shit like this. Alright, Kat, it's your turn. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, first one dead. It's probably like a caster gem or some shit. Alright, Clear Skin King. Oh no, it's bones.
It's use.
Great defense downs. I don't need those. Use Hawkeye.
Use speed.
Please don't kill Ku Alder. Oof, there we fucking go. Alright. Shame I can't charge up Ku Alders. Oh well. At least still get his Buster card from him though.
I am the hold of my soul. So, as I play, unlimited blade walks.
Alright, 53k left. Hey, there we go. Crit down. Well, you're dead anyway. Alright, a lot of bones. That was horrible. I had no idea Ishtar's aesthetic sense was so bad. Yes, I didn't realize she was such a disappointment as a goddess. Maybe if we just leave her alone, she'll self-destruct. Everyone stay strong. Look over there. Oh god. Okay, let's go home. John, you mustn't run from things that are unpleasant. But I really want to. I think it's clear that we'll have to fight Ishtar. Let's just accept it and press on. I really don't want to go into that gaudy-ass temple. Oh. Oh man, her aesthetics are so fucking bad. Alright, oh right, she has fucking Lancer subordinates. What do I want to do here? Yeah. Bring my Emiya, and then I'll also bring, I guess I'll throw Karna in too, because why the hell not? Yeah, let's do this. That way if someone goes down, I'll have Waver come in then. Oh, Christ. So you just waltz right through the front door like you're here on a sightseeing tour, huh, John? Rude. You're just lost to the goddess of demonic beasts and now you're visiting me? You've got some nerve, I'll give you that. Not only did you enter Mt.Ebih without my permission, but you defeated my guards and entered my temple. Until now I've overlooked what you've been doing because you're a country bumpkin outsider, but not anymore. Your shameful act in Babylon, your favoritism towards Gilgamesh and Uruk, that game of cat and mouse in Kutha. I'm sorry, but as a goddess, I cannot in good conscience allow you to go on like this. The gods have their own rules, and a goddess only forgives 3 times. What I'm trying to say is that I'm done talking. If you've come here, a fight's what you want, right? There'll be no amnesty or mercy for you. It's just as you wished. I'll make you use all your command spells, and then blast you all the way back to Uruk. Ishtar's ready to fight. Master, what do we do? We have to show our strength first. John's right, Mash. Ishtar does not listen to the words of the weak. Let's show her our strength by breaking her knees. Also, maybe her arms. Okay, that does it. I'm 100% done playing the nice goddess. I am the goddess of war and the goddess of Venus. Taste the power of Ishtar, most fearsome of all goddesses. Fucking Christ. Oh, boy. What a troublesome person we have to deal with. Alright, she has 2 saber doors. What is this? Decreased NP damage. Her own or ours? Decreased damage taken, increased debuff resist, decreased NP damage. I guess that's on her. Decreased NP damage. I mean, sure, why not? Right, well, let's start off doing this shit. Oh, she blocks that. Or, not blocks it, but, you know. Alright, I guess I'll start with Hard. That would get Karna's NP up at least. Oh, of course. Fucking crit up. Yeesh, I'm gonna need to experiment already. It's not gonna do much damage to the doors, but I can at least do some damage to Ishtar with Vasily Shakti. I mean, provided Karn doesn't fucking die. Oh, well, she set her mana burst. Can I, Good. I needed that extra turn. Oh, that means she's gonna waste her mana burst. Haha. Get fucked, Ishtar. Actually, I mean, she still has the attack up, but please don't attack Karna. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's actually even worse. Uh-oh. No, I'm in danger. At the very least, Emiya can live. I at the very least want Emiya to live, because I'm gonna kinda need him for those doors. Probably should have swapped out Medea Lily for someone else. Oh well. I did like no damage to those doors. Alright, well at least Ishtar has about as much health as the doors do now. Ooh. You just hit Emiya a bunch. Well, Waver's probably gonna die from this too. So that's unfortunate. Karn is definitely fucking dead. Well, alright, down to my last 3. Oh boy. Let's get this shit. Yeah, more defense on Emiya, please. No, keep attacking Emiya. Shame the buffs now. Might as well use Pain Breaker too. Yeah, my main priority now is just gonna be charging up Emiya again.
The corn of my soul. As I play, unlimited blade walks.
He's gonna be my most valuable asset because the other two really aren't attackers. They're just around to keep him alive. How much health is this? Okay, Ishtar has 13k left, so she'll definitely go down next turn. I think she's gonna use her turn to use her mana burst. She's gonna do her mana burst this turn. Or oh, you fucking bitch. Fucking bitch. Fuck you, Ishtar. See, Mash and Medea Lily are definitely dead. Alright, all up to Emiya now. nah, it's probably just better that I take out one of the fucking doors. So that way I don't get hit with like 2 charged attacks next turn. Thankfully, Emmy is still like full health. That did quite a... Fucking stop fucking doing that, you cunt! Oh my god. Fucking bitch. Dumbass fucking invulnerability skill. If she does that again, I'm fucked. Okay, good. She's fucking dead. Ugh. God, that was fucking close. Oh, well, that was fucking awful. Damn, that's a lot of QP. Not bad. That's what I expect from humanity's last master. Forget humanity and the responsibilities of a goddess. Now I'm getting into this. I'm kicking it up a notch. I have something you'll want to hear. Come on, don't get a girl all hot and bothered. Don't tell me you're going to surrender. That's not it, Ishtar. Master has a suggestion. Yeah, you see... Ishtar may not look it, but she's the greatest of the Sumerian goddesses, as Inanna, the Queen of Heaven. She once ruled the heavens in the god An's place. She would never lose in a battle of strength. There's the example of Mt.Ebih too. The more you push her, the more she'll show her guts, even if she shouldn't. That's who she is. But she does have a weakness. Gems. I gather all of mankind's treasures, but she goes crazy over gems. And this is the most important point. She lacks what's called the golden rule. She loves gems but has no luck when it comes to obtaining them. Until now, she's had gods and men offer them to her. But now there's nobody making offerings to her. You know what that means, right? You can just buy her off. John, I will entrust you with 30% of the rare jewels in my treasury. Negotiation is the most important skill a contractor can have. Go buy me a goddess. We actually have an offering for you. Huh? An offering? As if a commoner like you could possibly have anything to interest me. I'm not interested in some random knickknacks you picked up off the ground somewhere. Mash, do the thing! Right. Here we go. What? Is that a giant cart full of lapis lazuli? A crown? Is that the 7-jeweled crown? This isn't enough to power my magecraft for a long time. No way. You're giving them to me? What are you, a god? No take-backsies. Also, I don't have to pay tax on these, right? Oh, wow. I'm getting all dizzy. Okay, calm down, me. Also, calm down, Ishtar, me. Yes, everything in this card is a deposit. It's all yours. Right, Senpai? Yup. This is just the deposit, Ishtar. A deposit? In other words... We would like to hire you to help us. That is the wish of all the people of Uruk. As proof of this, King Gilgamesh promises to open the treasury of Babylon for you. John, tell her the total sum. We offer you 20% of the treasury's jewels. What did you say? Foe! The foe! Special translation. This goddess is easy. Quiet, foe. I know what you want to say, but quiet. No, wait. It'll take more than that to make up for my years of anger. You're talking about the treasury Gilgamesh is building for the future, right? Once completed, it's been touted to be bottomless. Or that it contains all mankind's treasures. And I get a huge fraction of it? That sounds too good to be true. How about 25% then? It's still going up? And I get 25%? That's 1 out of every 4, Ishtar. But I'm the almighty Ishtar. I can't just... from such shameful conditions. Mash, do the thing. Yes, Master, I understand. I shall take it back as our own. Oh, wait. No. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. It would make me feel so sad I would just die. What'll it be, Ishtar? Give it up already. There's only good things in it for you. If the whole world's destroyed, nobody will be left to adore your beauty. Even the concept of beauty itself, developed by humans and applied by you gods, will disappear. That'd be a shame. But if you make a deal with John, this conversation will change. You will go down forever in history as a pure, righteous goddess. I see. That doesn't sound bad. Glance. Oh. Well, you know, if the whole world is incinerated, glance. Fo! Special translation. She's staring at the jewels. That wouldn't be much fun at all. Glance. Okay. If that's the case, I'll accept. You win, John. I accept your conditions and join you. I've gone back and forth on it for so long that the world could have ended 7 times over. I think that's enough. That took all 2 minutes. Silence is golden. Goddess Ishtar, so you'll fight to help the people of Uruk? Just call me Ishtar, Mash. I think this is the start of a long and profitable relationship for me. Oh, for you too. People will think it's weird if you keep calling me Goddess. Okay, I'll call you Ishtar then. Thank you for your help. I know we've had our problems so far, but let's put that behind us. Yes. Okay, John. First start by kneeling and kissing the soles of my feet. Uh-huh. Huh? What does that mean? I'm still a servant. If I'm going to side with humans, I need to properly form a contract, you know? Do I need to kiss your feet to form a contract with you? So I need to establish a relationship with John. As for who's the master and who's the servant, well, I'll leave that to your imagination. No, I refuse to allow that. That method of contracting isn't in the manual. Well, we got ourselves a goddess. Alright, we just got berserkers. Now, of course, this is to showcase Ishtar, if you want to use her. But, you know, I'd rather use a foreigner. Are there any leveled up ones? There we go. Waver in there. You know what? I'm gonna throw in my own foreigner too. Yeah, I'll still keep True Ether on. And so, even though it's only a temporary contract, I have honored you by becoming a Chaldean servant. I'll do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't bore me, okay? Wow, first Miss Artemis, now Ishtar. That's the second time you get a real goddess servant, huh? Wait, now's not time to be worrying about that. Let's go over the basics. Ishtar, you're a pseudo-servant, right? As in you use a human body as a vessel? That's right. Divine spirits can't normally be used as human familiars. The difference in scale between us is just too great. And since it's so different, you can't come here from the world you moved to. With the Age of Gods over, divine spirits simply watch over human history. This era is no different. The reason you're able to manifest as a servant is that you've possessed a human you're compatible with. Is that right? So compatibility is important. Do you mean magical circuit quality and innate talent? That's important, of course, but what's also important is the shape of the soul, so to speak. What kind of person they were. If they're like me, Ishtar, then they're compatible. But what about it? You've got pseudo-servants with you, too. Yes, we've seen several during our travels to the singularities, but never one like you. You seem to have been summoned into this era, but how did this happen? Oh, that, huh? Honestly, I'm not sure myself. What I do know is that the matron at the Sacred Temple in Uruk tried to summon me. But she was doing it in a really roundabout way. Since Uruk was about to become a singularity, it was able to connect with different eras. Normally time and space are paired together, but singularities can cross over them both, right? So I guess she found a mage girl who was compatible with me in some era or another and summoned me into her. At which point I became a pseudo-servant, and the temple matron forcibly summoned me to the land of Uruk. Well, because of how it was done, I don't really remember what happened around the time I was summoned. The next thing I knew, the matron had died from draining herself of magical energy. When I went outside, the path that connected heaven and earth, the thread that had barely held on from the Age of Gods, was gone. Gilgamesh built the fortress cities and said that humanity could get by on its own, so gods weren't needed anymore. Do you know how confused I was when I saw that? I felt like shooting everything in sight with my bow. I can sympathize. A little. Only a little, though. You're not in a position to talk, are you? Anna, was it? You need to clean up after your own mess, okay? I know. So please don't talk about it. I see. That explains a lot. So it wasn't Solomon's Grail that summoned you. It was Uruk's sacred temple. But that leaves one problem. As Chaldea's representative, no, as a doctor, I have an ethical problem with this. What's going on with the girl you possessed? Are you in total control of her? Really? You created a demi-servant like Mash, and now you want to talk to me about ethics? You're right. I'm afraid I don't have a good response to that. But my mistake and your problem are different matters. That's why I'm asking you. That's a good answer. I've changed my opinion of you a little. So I'll answer your question. If you're asking if I killed the owner of this body, then no. If you're asking if her mind can take control, that's a no too. She and I have become one. Right now it's about a 70-30 ratio with me as the majority. When a divine spirit and a human become a pseudo-servant, the divine spirit has more spiritrons, and therefore the main personality is me. While the original me, Inanna in the higher dimensions, isn't as human-like as my current form. But neither of us is more important than the other. I'm always going to be me no matter what. I can only possess a person who's capable of seeing things that way anyway. So think of it this way. It's not that this person was taken over by Ishtar, it's that she suddenly became the new Ishtar. I see. I don't get that at all. That's fine. I'm still not sure which of us is which myself. Anyway, I'm saying that I'm me. Now that I've got a new contract, it's time to say goodbye to this mountain. I had nowhere to go in Uruk, so I built a temple on Mt.Ebih, but there's really nothing here. The mountain ridge is cut open like a cake. We're so deep in the mountains that no worshippers would come visit. Not even a cute deer, only a forest full of venomous snakes. I know I was the one who chose this place, but I'm really not sure why I did.
Ishtar. After all you have done, unforgivable.
Sorry? Who are you?
I will defeat you. Now die, demon.
Master, a mysterious rock is attacking. I sense something sad, but let's fight it. I think that might be the spirit of the mountain. After what Ishtar did to it, I'm not surprised it's angry. check out the one with the defense down first.
つまらん。
フォールナー。
罠だ。罠だ。
Oh, really?
勤務時間としたズバッといきます。からよ。
Second gauge.
一旦こうだ。ダブル。アウチ。勤務時間にフォーズバッといきます。ダブル。
I'm so glad someone did that in the game. Makes doing Berserker notes so much fucking better. I mean, I'm a little upset that I haven't been able to keep up with you know, this game as much as I would have liked to, and be at the point where I'd like to be right now, which would probably be somewhere in the Lost Belt. But you know, I'm happy that I have all these new like servant types to deal with these older maps, especially fucking what the 4 Ku-Alter fights in a row we had in America. Oh man, Abby was a godsend then. Also really helps now that we have moon canisters to deal with the Avengers too. So yeah, I guess I am kind of glad I've waited all this time to do this game. I really do want to keep up with this more in the future, though. I know I've said it during streams, but I forget if I ever said it during the Let's Play itself. But when we get to the like chapter 1.5, which is like all the Epic of Remnant chapters, I'm just gonna skip those and do them on stream. Then for like, yeah, then, like I said, I'll just do them on stream. 'Cause, I mean, they're not like super important parts of the story, but you know. Story. Oh great, demon boar. That would get a bunch of defense downs on it. Even though XX is at a lower level, at least she's NP5. Seriously, I'm gonna get one fucking copy of BB, but I got what, like 3 copies of Mt.Ebih? I think 4. Then like 7 or so copies of XX. Ugh. Oh well. Close. Waver's dead. No. $59. Fucking serious.
万事相すみました。
So that's better than one time I was fighting enemies with 6 health. That made me want to fucking kill myself real bad. Oh. Yay! Ishtar's off her mountains, and all's right with the world. We made it off Mt.Ebih. Something showed up at the end there, but let's forget that. I feel bad for Mt.Ebih. Next time we come, let's be nice to it. Now is our first battle together with Ishtar. Let's not think about who or what we fought. More importantly, Mash, it looks like there's an abandoned house nearby. Let's have you all spend the night there. Roger that, Doctor. Is that alright, Senpai? I'll take first watch. You guys are veteran travelers, huh? You even take turns standing watch. Have you ever had the experience of sleeping anywhere outside your bedroom, Ishtar? If you haven't, feel free to stay up all night to keep watch while we sleep. Sorry, but I've spent plenty of time outdoors. I used to sneak out behind my father's back all the time. And as long as I have my boat, I'm good. Sarcasm aside, if you want me to keep watch, I will. That would be great. Actually, I didn't expect you to be this cooperative. After all that's happened so far, I thought you didn't like humans. Oh, you're not wrong there. I'm mostly nice to them so I can surprise them later. Humans exist so they can be bullied for my entertainment. No matter how much of a softie I am at heart, I'm still Ishtar. I see. Let's be careful so that we don't end up like Mt.Ebih. I actually find that reassuring, though. The goddess Ishtar needs to be cold-hearted. After all, she's our trump card against Gorgon. We need her to perform just like she does in the myths. That's right. With Ishtar on our side, we stand a chance against Gorgon now. Huh, actually, I don't think you'll lose to anything at all. She's not called the most powerful goddess in Mesopotamia for nothing. Tell me more. Flattery will get you nowhere, but don't let that stop you. But wait, why do you think that? I mean, we've always ended up in a draw. Besides, I don't think I've done anything amazing in front of you yet. Oh, come on, it's the Bull of Heaven, the divine weapon you received from the god On. Even King Gilgamesh recognizes its strength, so when the time comes you can use it to destroy Gorgon. Since that doesn't count as fighting her yourself, it shouldn't violate the Pact of the Alliance. Well, I'm told it's a devastating weapon that changes the very terrain itself, so we'll keep it as a weapon of last resort. Oh, yeah! That's right, you guys get it. It would be a weapon of last resort. Foe? By the way, I decided I'm going to be keeping a diary starting tonight, so I'll let John handle the watch after all. Bye, have fun! Ishtar took a blanket off the cart and ran into the house. And she says she's used to sleeping outdoors. Oh. Something seemed weird about that reaction. You haven't let someone else take over yet? You really care about your servants. I want Mash to get as much rest as possible. Mash is the servant with the shield, right? You've had a contract with her for a long time. Can I sit next to you? I think it's time we had a little chat. What is it? Nothing. I was just looking. I still can't believe you brought me to your side. It's so unexpected a girl just has to stare a bit, you know? Or what, was it love at first sight? Are humans from the future always that filthy? Yeah. Chaldea lives in the future. Huh. You're not denying it. Huh. I see. So what you're saying is... there's a chance. Hold that thought. It's actually kind of cold wearing something like this. Achoo! So anyway, back to what we were saying. What was that? Did you just try and run away from me? No, you did, didn't you? I saw you start to back away. I've seen it many times. I see. Are you scared of me too? No, it's the sneeze just now. Really? You're really not scared of me? You don't hate me because I'm a goddess? There's no reason to hate you. She's so cute. God damn it. God, I love her. Wait, that's not why I'm here. There's no time, so I have to get to the point. You plan on fighting the Three Goddess Alliance. What do you really think about them, though? The goddess of demonic beasts. Well, there's no doubt helping her. She'll never make peace with you. The goddess of the jungle. I don't know much about her. Our cultures are very different. What's good in hers may be evil in ours. She's the descendant of a different celestial body, after all. And the third goddess... that's me, obviously. I won't forgive Mesopotamia for what it's become. I refuse to accept that you humans abandoned the gods and tried to make your own world. That's going to bring you nothing but misery. Humans can't escape the suffering of life or the terror of death. You humans became smarter. Too smart. And all so that you could come to accept the world for what it really is. But in the age of gods, that pain can be lessened. Because there are things that humans can't understand. You can blame all the bad things, the crazy things in your life on the gods, and that makes life easier. I really thought that way of life was a good thing. I took the blame for tens of thousands of years. That's why I joined this alliance, so that your world could become our world, a world for both gods and humans. I'm not an enemy of humanity. I'm an enemy of humanity's world. I'm only telling this to you, John. I didn't realize. That's all I wanted to say. For tonight, anyway. Anyway, good night. I'm going to bed. Don't you stay up too late. Good night, goddess. "7 days left until Gorgon's arrival." Alright. So next up we have Hello, Goddess of the Sun. We'll be doing that in the next episode, so I will see you guys then. Bye!